Hello, boys and girls. Today I'm going to read for you a story called Corduroy. It's about a little teddy bear. Can you see my little teddy bear right here? It's about a little teddy bear, and his name is Corduroy. This book was written by Don Freeman. I'm sure you're going to find this very interesting. Let's get started. Corduroy is a bear who once lived in the toy department of a big store. Day after day he waited with all the other animals and dolls for somebody to come along and take him home. Now you see in this picture there are animals, stuffed animals, like a giraffe, a little baby doll. There's Corduroy, and he's called Corduroy because he's got on green corduroy pants. A bunny rabbit and a clown. Did you know though that's what those stuffed animals were? I hope you learned something. Okay, let's continue the story. We're in the toy shop now. The store was always filled with shoppers buying all sorts of things, but no one ever seemed to want a small bear in green overalls. Then one morning, a little girl stopped and looked straight into Corduroy's bright eyes. "Oh, Mommy," she said, "look, there's the very bear I've always wanted." "Not today, dear," her mother sighed. "I've spent too much already. Besides, he doesn't look new. He's lost a button to one of his shoulder straps." Did you notice? He had lost a button on his shoulder strap to his pants. Corduroy watched them sadly as they walked away. The little girl looked sad too, doesn't she? "I didn't know I lost a button," he said to himself. "Tonight I'll go and see if I can find it." Late that evening, when all the shoppers had gone and the doors were shut and locked, Corduroy carefully climbed down from his shelf and began searching everywhere on the floor for his lost button. Do you think he's going to find that button? Suddenly, he felt the floor moving under him. Quite by accident, he had stepped onto an escalator, and up he went. Escalator is a big word, and what that word means is stairs that you step on and just stand there. You don't have to walk up. The escalator itself moves up. Isn't that interesting? That sounds like fun. Could this be a mountain, he wondered? I think I've always wanted to climb a mountain. He stepped off the escalator as it reached the next floor, and there before his eyes was a most amazing sight. Tables and chairs and lamps and sofas and rows of beds. "This must be a palace," Corduroy gasped. "I guess I've always wanted to live in a palace. Do you see the table and the chairs and the lamps and the sofa and rows of beds? Let's count those beds. There's a lot of them in this store. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think there might be 10 beds here." He wandered around admiring the furniture. "This must be a bed," he said. "I've always wanted to sleep in a bed." And up he crawled onto a large, thick mattress. All at once he saw something small and round. "Why, here's my button," he cried, and he tried to pick it up. But like all the other buttons on the mattress, it was tied down tight. You see the mattress? This big thing is a mattress. But these are the little buttons, but they're sewn onto the mattress, so he can't get the button off. That's not his button. He yanked and pulled with both paws until pop! Off came the button, and off the mattress Corduroy toppled. He pulled so hard he fell off the mattress and banged into a tall floor lamp. Over it fell with a crash. I hope he didn't get hurt. You think he got hurt? I hope not. Corduroy didn't know it, but there was someone else awake in the store. The night watchman was going his rounds on the floor above. When he heard the crash, he came dashing down the escalator. Now, a night watchman is the man or lady who works in the store at nighttime to make sure nobody got locked in and to make sure nobody breaks in. That's his job. Now, who in the world did that? He exclaimed. Somebody must be hiding around here. He sees the lamp on the floor, and he knows that lamp didn't fall all by itself. He flashed his light under and over sofas and beds until he came to the biggest bed of all. And there he saw 2 fuzzy brown ears sticking up from under the cover. You see those 2 ears? Guess who that is hiding there? Hello, he said. How did you get upstairs? He knows Corduroy belongs down on the first floor in the toy department. The watchman tucked Corduroy under his arm and carried him down the escalator and sat him on the shelf in the toy department with the other animals and dolls. So he's back with all his friends again. Corduroy was just waking up when the first customer that came in to the store in the morning, and there, looking at him with a wide, warm smile, was the same little girl he'd seen only the day before. She came back. I'm Lisa, she said, and you're going to be my very own bear. Last night I counted what I've saved up in my piggy bank, and my mother said I could bring you home. Isn't that nice? See what happens when you save your money? Then you can go out and buy something that you really, really want. Shall I put him in a box for you? The sales lady asked. Oh, no, thank you, Lisa answered, and she carried Corduroy home in her arms. She didn't want Corduroy to leave her arms. She didn't want him to be put in a box. She ran all the way up 4 flights of stairs, and that's a lot of stairs, into her family's apartment and straight to her own room. Corduroy blinked. There was a chair and a chest of drawers, and alongside a girl-sized bed stood a little bed, just the right size for him. The room was small, nothing like that enormous place in the department store. This must be home, he said. I know I've always wanted a home. Lisa sat down with Corduroy on her lap and began to sew a button on his overalls. I like you just the way you are, she said, but you'll be more comfortable with your shoulder strap fastened. See her? She's sewing the button back on for him. Wasn't that nice? You must be a friend, said Corduroy. I've always wanted a friend. Me too, said Lisa, and gave him a big hug. Wasn't this a very good story? I hope you enjoyed Corduroy by Don Freeman. And I'll see you another time with another new book for you to read. Bye. It's been fun reading to you.